Montana's 2021 legislature started today at the state capitol, and despite the pandemic, most lawmakers showed up in person for the swearing-in proceedings. And as MTN's chief political reporter Mike Dennison tells us, the first day, which is largely ceremonial, was not without its moments of division.
While at least some of the session's proceedings will be done remotely or carried out with social distancing at the Capitol, that was mostly not the case on Monday. All but a few of the 100 House members crammed into their chamber for swearing in and electing their leaders for the session. Democratic members wore face masks, but most Republicans did not. In the Senate, however, about half of minority Democrats took part via Zoom from remote locations. Republicans have huge majorities at the 2021 session, 67 to 33 in the House and 31 to 19 in the Senate. Republicans said Monday they have a mandate from voters to enact new Republican Governor Greg Gianforte's agenda for business-friendly policies and less government. But they also said they want to ensure the session is conducted safely.
It is my priority to ensure a safe and healthy working environment for all in the Capitol building this session. That includes virtual participation for legislators and constituents. This will be the most accessible legislative session in history.
And Democrats said they're ready to be part of the discussion as well.
Our caucus is ready to build on our investment in infrastructure, to protect our gains in access to health care, and to make sure that we're investing in public education. These are things that Montana families need to thrive and survive across the state, and we hope that you'll join us.
Outside the Capitol, some Helena residents picketed to protest Republicans' refusal to enact stricter health guidelines at the session, including the wearing of masks. And a pro-Trump contingent also rallied in front of the building, where some attendees criticized moderate Republicans for undermining conservative policies. But back inside the Capitol, conservatives lost one of their first skirmishes on the House floor. They tried to impose a set of temporary House rules, which they said would give conservative Republican leadership a clear hand to enact the will of the voters.
I, for one, do not want to face the people back home who told me, please do as we asked you. Please enforce rules that are going to free up the people in the state of Montana and allow them to exercise personal responsibility and personal freedoms which have been denied to them in the last 10 months.
That move failed on a 42 to 58 vote, with 25 Republicans joining all 33 House Democrats to defeat it. That means conservative and moderate Republicans must work out a set of rules they can agree on as the session gets started this week. The rest of this week is mostly organizational meetings, with committees figuring out the technological landscape for remote testimony and other social distancing steps. But on Thursday, Governor Greg Gianforte presents his proposed changes to the state budget, and work on that budget and other issues will begin in earnest. At the Capitol, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
The session is scheduled to continue through April.